welcome back to the Yoga Pantry with me, Tash. Today is installment number 2 for our busy mums with those little rough and tumble toddlers. They can totally join in with you today. Get them a little mat and they'll just copy away and have a blast. You can thread the last week's one on first if you want to, or you can just start here. It's all good. It all mixes and matches. So I'll see you here in 5. Right, we're going to come down to our tabletop position, or the kids probably like it better known as cat and cow. So come on to your hands and knees. This is a lovely way to start to warm up the body. Move a little bit forward and back. And allow yourself to find a little bit of movement. Challenge your little ones. See how they can move. Can they round their back? Can they drop their hips over to one side? That's a lovely hip stretch. Maybe over to the other side. And then let's check in with our pussy cat. It's like a little angry cat. So round the back, chin to the chest. And if you want to, you can get them to purr. And then as you open up, if you want to, you can think about a happy puppy. Or a cow. Sometimes it's called happy puppy, angry cat, cat and cow. So, totally up to you. Go with what feels good for you. Let us meow, maybe. Meow. And let us moo. You don't have to do that, of course, if you're just having mum time. Fair enough. But if you want your little one to join in, this is super fun for them to do as well. Breathing in as you open up the heart. And breathing out as you round the back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. You can meow here if you want. And exhale, moo if you want to as well. We'll just do a couple more. This is such a lovely way to build that strength into the wrists, the arms, the legs, and find that flexibility into our spine. So important, especially when you're doing a lot of heavy lifting. And here we go, finishing it up. Release down. Now, if the wrists are a little sore, grab hold of those wrists, squeeze them out. And get your little toddler to squeeze them out for you too. Get a little massage while you're at it. Shake that out. And now we're going to come into a pose called sunbird. Again, to work strength into our body and to even the sides up as well. And bring balance. If the wrists aren't used to doing a lot of yoga, you can always do it a little bit lower down. All good. Modify. You can do it down low, or you can have those forearms onto blocks as well. So, finding some lovely strength here. Our knees stacked under our hips and our wrists underneath our shoulders. Belly is gently drawn in up towards that spine. Extend out. We'll go out through the right leg first and really energize out through that heel. So it's kicking back into the back wall. Think about lifting through the inner thigh and you'll feel your core connect in. Now rather than collapsing here, press through that arm, lift the chest slightly, and then we're going to extend through the left arm, right leg. Now check out your toddler. Are they doing it correct? Because they try and do it the hard way and go right arm, right leg, which is super difficult. So let's not go there. And then release out over to the other side. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Find that strength. Draw the tummy in. Reach out. It's like you're trying to reach someone's hand. They could be in front of you. You could be trying to reach their hand as well. Or maybe tickling their toes. Exhale, release. Inhale, up. Exhale, release. Inhale, up. Lengthen out. Find that lovely lift through that inner thigh. Remember, belly button gently drawn in. It's like we've put this little corset on and we've just gently drawn it in right around the center of our body. Exhale. Inhale, and that's just going to firm and tone your tummy without even having to try. Exhale. One more on each side. Inhale, extend. Exhale, other side. Actually, we need to do one more so that we're even as we started on the side. Release, last one. Take it up, reach it up. And exhale, release down, child's pose. Come on down. Let the arms come down to your side if that feels comfortable. Otherwise, you can rest the hands under the head or extend out into an extended child's pose. Breathe. And if you're feeling comfortable and you're a bit more flexible there, get your toddler to sit on your hips and that'll just deepen you into your stretch. But make sure they don't jump up and down there. Breathe into it. They can just lie on you and create a little weight. And inhale, roll up. As we come up, let us open. Whew. Out those shoulders. We're going to work into our hips a bit more today. So let us step our right foot forward. Big old lunge. And you can, I always like to rock out through my ankles first when I come into my first lunge, just to release any tightness. And as we take ourselves down into this lunge, you want to make sure that this front knee is either slightly behind the ankle or directly in front of the ankle. What you don't want is to be over the foot. You're going to put too much strain into the knee area. Breathe into it, shoulders down the back. I'll face this way so you can see. We get this lovely stretch through our left hip flexors. Think about drawing back through your right hip crease so that you get the benefit of this beautiful big old lunge. And if it feels okay, draw the belly button in and rise up a little higher. Back foot can be tucked or down. Breathe, shoulders down the back. If it feels okay, inhale, lengthen the heart to the sky and you'll feel that stretch down the hip flexors. Try to keep the belly drawn in though so that you're not collapsing into that lower back. And exhale, release. Draw back over your heel. Right back into the hip socket. You can challenge your little toddler to the splits here. They can probably do it. Us, maybe not so much. So you can always slide a little more if you're feeling warm, but otherwise staying in half splits is all good. Breathe your heart forward to the front of the mat. And as you draw your heel back and your toes back towards you, you'll feel this lovely stretch out through the back of your legs. Exhale, release. And then let's just release that leg, rock out those hips, over to the other side. Extend through your hip flexors, and if you want to, lift that back knee, rock it out, stretch it out. Oh, my calf muscles are sore today. You can always press back into the calf muscles, drop the knee when you're ready, and check front knee is comfortable. If you need a little support underneath your back knee, a little cushion, blanket, pillow will do the job. Or just roll your mat up double. That does the job too. And if you want to rise up, draw belly button in first so that we're always using the core strength and we're protecting our low back. Hands can be on those knees. Sink down into it if you want to. Keep the belly gently drawn in, shoulders sliding down the back. Lengthen the heart to the sky. If you want to get that extra stretch, and then exhale, let's soften out. Roll over our heel, toe to the face, face to the front of the mat. And breathe, breathe, breathe. And then, if you want to challenge, maybe you are a good split person. Go for it if you are. Me, I'm working on it. It's been a while. One of those things I always wanted to do as a child, but never quite could do it. So close now though. Heart to the front of the mat, toes to your heart. And release that out. Rock it out from side to side. Maybe drop down into a wide-legged child's pose. Knees wide, big toes together, and down you go. Let the heart come to the floor. You can either drop your head to the side or forehead to the ground, or again onto your hands, fists. You can also have a cushion underneath your tummy, a bolster if that feels better. Couple of deep breaths here. We're not resting too long. We're almost done. We are going to work a little bit of a plank to work that core strength. Inhale, come up, bring the knees back in, and we're going to crawl ourselves forward until you come as far forward as you can go without those knees hanging out underneath your hips. They're basically about as far back as they can be here. Arms can be a little wider than shoulder width or shoulder width apart. Draw your belly in slightly. It's a gentle draw in here, but you should be feeling your core. If you're stronger, go ahead and lift one leg. Drop it down, lift the other, drop it down, and you can start to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. But you're wondering how far we were going. Release child's pose. That should get your core a little bit fired up. Roll out, release it out, shake it out. Now make your way onto your tummy so that we can still stretch out that front, that belly, but also build strength into our lower back. It's cobra time. Alrighty. Down to your belly, hands at your chest. True cobra first. Breathe in, heart lengthens forward, shoulders shrug back and down, tops of the feet to the ground. Lengthen out here and exhale, release. Inhale, rise up, use the strength of your back, no hands. It's like we're flying. And exhale, come down. Inhale, breathe, heart up. And exhale, dropping the hands to the floor now. Shrug the shoulders back. Inhale, find that lift, and then press a little higher. Come up into your cobra. What's kind of fun to do with your kiddies is do a little cobra hiss. So take a deep breath in, and we're going to hiss down. And we're going to hiss up, and we're going to have a little bit of a dancing cobra here. And here we go. Take a deep breath in. And up we go. Lovely loosening. And down we go. And of course you can just do it without the hissing. But you know what? If your Bubba's with you, they're going to love it. Here we go. One more time. With or without the hiss. Connect the tops of the feet to the ground. I'm going to come straight up. Inhale. And exhale. Shoulders down. And I know I said one more time, but one more time now. Inhale, rise up. Lengthen like jet plane taking off, up and forward, shoulders back, elbows in. Let us hiss down, breathe in, and go. Like a balloon deflating. Tuck your toes, hands move to the low ribs, shoulders shrug back, belly draws in slightly, buttocks tighten slightly, and lift to those knees and release child's pose. Shake it out. Roll those hips from side to side. Rest. And again, if you want a little back relief, get your little Bubba to throw themselves over your back. Inhale. Roll up. Rise up, release. We're going to come back to our bellies and do what I like to call shark pose, and then we're going to finish with a twist and a banana. So come on down, one more time onto the bellies, hands behind you. Reach those arms back and inhale, lift and lengthen. If you want to, you can swim the shark, and if you want to, you can sing the theme song. Do 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 do. See, totally toddler friendly, this one. And exhale, release down, shake it out. One more time, shark fin, lift it up, lift and swim, my shark, swim. Do-do, or you just stay straight. And if you want to work harder, lift the legs as well. Lift from the hips, lift through the inner thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Shake it out. Hands to those low ribs so that you can lift into that modified plank without the belly sagging. Lift it up. Release. And counter pose. Child's pose. So lovely. A twist on each side. A banana on each side. And you are done. Roll up. Make your way onto your back. And we're going to work our way into a nice gentle twist. I'll lay this way. Hug your knees in. And roll around from side to side. And hug your right knee and squeeze that in. Release. Hug your left knee and squeeze that in. Release. Hug both knees in. Drop them to the right. Extend your arms. And gaze over to the left. Release. Inhale, knees back to center. Drop them over to the other side. And gaze over in the opposite direction and release. Close your eyes. Relax. Listen to your breath. And back to center. Hug those knees in. Release. Extend. Feet to one end. Interlace those hands. Turn them up. Stretch. And then walk your heels over to the right. And if it feels comfortable for the shoulders with the buttocks plastered to the ground, walk your shoulders over to the right as well. Arms can be extended, or you can hold on to those elbows, or you can have them down by your side, wherever you like, really. We're looking for a lovely stretch down the left side, so draw the left side of your body down into the earth. You can always hook an ankle, and you can check to see which ankle hooking gives you the most stretch. Sometimes hooking the right ankle over the left helps to keep that left side down into the ground. And then release, walk those heels in, walk your shoulders in. Last one, walk those heels over towards the left. Walk your shoulders over towards the left. Maybe clasp the arms the other way. And maybe hook the left over right and draw the right side of the body down into the ground. And release, soften. And after all of these practices, including the one from the previous week, you can totally rest in Shavasana at the end. And then gently unhook, come back to center. We're going to hug the knees in and nose between the knees for a nice little counter pose. And then release, side to side. And here's a lovely one to get any extra energy out of your body. Tantrum asana, hands and feet down to the ground and just go for it. Yeah, you can make noise if you want to. And it just feels so good. And that is your practice. Now, if you want to finish in Shavasana, because you're here, you might as well close your eyes, get comfy, and lie nice and still. If your little toddler is a little bit fidgety here, you could get a teddy bear or a blanket, not a blanket, sorry, a block or a teddy bear or his favorite toy, place it on their belly and get them to watch and feel their belly rise and fall, while you also maybe place something on your belly so you can both do it together and enjoy your Shavasana. Sometimes if you have like a little boat, that's cool because it's like the boat is rising and falling on the waves of the ocean. It's very cool. Stay here as long as you like. When you're done, you can stretch out. But if you're not done, just enjoy this little moment of bliss, this little moment of quiet, and really give yourself a lot of love and a lot of gratitude for taking this time out and doing what your body needs you to do. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll be back with a slightly longer practice next week. Namaste.